So what up, folks? This is Pastor Mike Jones, man. I'm sitting here chilling. I was thinking about the love story aspect of the movie Django Unchained and how the story is told of a black hero chasing for the woman he loves and the sacrifices he was willing to go through to get her, and how that story is not a new story. It's a story that's been told in many cultures, in many generations. I think the thing that makes many of us so frustrated as African Americans is that it's couched around the idea of slavery and some of the things that Jamie Foxx's character Django had to go through in terms of being ruthless to his own people, only to then turn around and deliver them. It's a tough story to watch in that regard, and yet it's still a very powerful story to watch if you look at it through different lenses. If you're watching it for a historical documentary on race, you'll probably be disappointed. If you're watching it as a kind of a black exploitation film in the tradition of Dolomite and Shaft and so forth, you probably were entertained. If you watch it as a love story, you were probably encouraged that true love can even overcome the greatest of obstacles to pull together the people whom God intends to be together. I guess it's all a matter of how you choose to look at it. And isn't that true about life in general? Nothing changes the reality of slavery or the pain of life or the ugly side of the way life goes. But perspective can make a difference in terms of how you approach those things. Slavery was still slavery, the violence and viciousness was still there, and yet in the middle of all of that could be culled out both the story of love and the story of a strong black man who was willing to do what it took to provide for and get the woman he loved, married, and cared for. It shows how men can be there for their families and so many other things. It doesn't take away the ugly side. So I think there's a way we can look at this and both win. We can see the good, the bad, and the ugly. But if we choose to, we can see more good than bad. And isn't that true in life? There's a song we like to sing in the black church community that reminds us that my good days, all of them, outweigh my bad days. So I won't complain. Just a thought on the movie. I don't know what you think about it. Feel free to share with me what your thoughts are. I don't know right, wrong, or indifferent. I enjoyed the movie, but I had lower expectations. I wasn't expecting a documentary on slavery because I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was expecting much more of a Dolomite black exploitation film, and I was entertained, and I was pleasantly surprised by a love story I didn't know was going to be there. So that's what's up with me, folks. Hope y'all have a great night. Grace and peace. Holla.